Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And comment down below what country you're watching this from. I think overall the US is always represented the most, but still try anyway. If you're from a crazy country, let me know in the comment section down below. So today I want to talk a little bit more about the whole Grayscale situation that you already could see at the top in the video we did a little bit earlier, talking about why I still think XRP is a pretty huge coin. However, I think there's also another thing which is very interesting. I've read this article, and I've read it in a video before. Faulty data, Grayscale didn't liquidate massive amounts of XRP and XLM. A Grayscale spokesperson confirmed to Cointelegraph that the fund manager didn't dump massive stakes of XRP and XLM, which was alleged because some metrics showed that XRP was being sold on Bybit. However, in the Discord and over on Twitter, I saw a couple of discussions come by, and I saw people talking about the fact that Grayscale, why is Grayscale not dumping basically? Why are they not doing that? Why are they buying more? Yada, yada, yada. There's two main reasons which I can think of right now, just off the top of my head. One, they don't have a good reason to sell. And second of all, the people that are investing into Grayscale still just want to buy XRP, which they are in their fair right to do if they see an option for it. So when I thought about it like that, I'm like, well, how does it make Grayscale different than some of these other funds? Where's the difference, at least to a certain degree, right? How is Grayscale regulated in that sense? None of the Grayscale investment products operate a redemption program, which was also alleged. The net holdings of our investment products only change as a result of inflows from the private placement, price of the underlying asset, and accrued management fee. Statements about large sales of underlying assets by any of our investment products are false and inaccurate. Any perceived large decrease in in the USD value of Grayscale's XRP Trust would have been a result of a decrease in the USD value of XRP. So basically, it would just mean that the price has gone down, not that their holdings have gone down. But I've checked, and you guys showed me this. Grayscale XRP Trust at the SEC.report official website. SEC, some numbers, Grayscale XRP Trust is registered with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and incorporated in the state of Delaware. For finance reporting, their fiscal year ends on June 30th. This page includes all SEC registration details as well as list of all documents, S1, prospectus, current reports, K8, 10K, annual reports followed by Grayscale XRP Trust, XRP. So I've thought about this for a little while, and I kind of came to the conclusion myself that Grayscale just has their stuff in order. They can sell exactly what they're doing right now, and they most likely played the game very smart. And even though I'm not a lawyer, even though I'm definitely not good with security laws, especially because this is US and I'm not from the US, as you guys understand, I'm just trying to show you guys this so we can maybe hopefully find some more cool info with all of this, right? Knowing this. So here's another couple of documents. You can just check it all out and read through here. It's, in my opinion, pretty interesting to see how everything is arranged here, even though I don't understand the half of it. You can definitely see quite some interesting amounts, at least to me. Everything kind of sounds interesting. So this is here, entity name is XRP Investment Trust, and I kind of feel as if these guys just do not have to sell, right? And basically, if you wanted to, you can really look it up in here quite in quite some detail and just understand exactly how Grayscale would work if anybody has those questions with exactly what the ins and outs of it are. However, I do not think that's necessary, at least to me it is not necessary. But yeah, I found it so cool to see. I just think Grayscale has found some sort of way, shape, or form where they don't have to trust, or they just know that it is not needed, right? They might just know that it's not needed. They might just know that eventually it will turn out not to be a security, so they can just stick by it. Because so many other parties are afraid right now, yet they are acting like there's nothing in this world that's going on, which I found very peculiar. I'm like, why are these guys so... Oh, I just did that by accident. I actually wanted to open up another Google tab here, but I messed up on the side, so I can look up this name here real quick. I can actually do it like this, though. Search for Google, I think, like that. There we go. So he is a board member of Grayscale. Let's look at his Twitter real quick. All right, so we got Michael Sonnenheim, managing director at Grayscale. He's actually, signing everything, which is very interesting. 20 yards to the end 2020. A tremendous thank you to everyone in the community because this is the end of what Grayscale. Let's actually check out 2021 here. Did they already buy something or not? Because maybe they don't have the official days just quite yet. Like tomorrow's going to be their first day of purchasing maybe. Did they only buy it during the week? Let me see. 3, 4, 5. Oh, no. So, yeah, it's the 24th and then the 28th they continue. So they don't buy in the weekends and on holidays, I guess. Okay, I didn't actually know that. I wasn't too sure. But apparently that's the way it goes. Let's move on. So this is Form D/A Grayscale XRP Trust, yada, yada. What do you guys think about that, though? Do you guys also think that maybe they just don't have to sell anything? Maybe they just arrange their stuff properly? Because I think a lot of these funds might have the same type of rules, yet they just decide to sell it. They just might decide that they want to let go and just, not support it anymore, but they don't really have to. Maybe they have no obligation to do so whatsoever. They're just afraid that something might come. However, the way I kind of feel as of this point is that maybe it is just regulated in a certain way where they don't have any liability on their own, right? Where they just can sell whatever they want and there's nothing really going on there. But again, once more, I don't know completely to the core. The same thing was actually said about XLM, though. This one here is for XLM. But you can also see another article here, which was Jeb McCaleb actually pointing out, or at least the Stellar Foundation, pointing out differences with Ripple in U.S. congressional hearing. SDF's executive made a distinction between Stellar Lumens and Ripple XRP amidst SEC lawsuit. Now, it was actually interesting to all of us that Jeb McCaleb sold so much XRP, but kind of stopped once the lawsuit came in, which really pointed us towards the direction of, he might just be a little bit afraid right now. He might not want to do anything with it, just to make sure he doesn't get fined eventually. U.S. Congressman praised Stellar Lumens' network role in improving remittance infrastructure. Stellar Development Foundation's SDF CEO Donnell Dixon participated in a hearing with members of the U.S. Congress. The meeting aimed to explore more inclusive ways on how blockchain tech can benefit the unbanked, emerging economies and the role Stellar Lumens played in improving the global remittance system. However, the most important issue addressed by the audience participants was related to regulations and the classification of digital assets under the SEC law. Dixon differentiated her organization's foundation from other companies such as Ripple, the company facing an SEC lawsuit over the issue of the XRP token. In response to a question about the challenges of the blockchain industry in the United States, the executive said, which is once more Donnell Dixon, not officially Jeb McCaleb, I had that wrong for a little second. With respect to clarity on the classification of securities, I think it helps with respect to the market and helps with respect to new players coming in. We didn't do that issue in ICO. That's not how Stellar was born. We didn't have an ICO. The profit motive is very different with us since they do have a non-profit. I don't know exactly about that though. By the way, guys, make sure you check out GSX. I talk about this sometimes, but that is mostly because I bought it myself and I'm just checking it out. I put some money in, put a couple $1,000s in, which may be a lot for you, maybe a little for you. I do not know. But it's just with the idea of, hey, maybe this can make me some money, maybe it cannot, but it's not out there just quite yet. And I think since we have some crazy bonuses right now, and a lot of you guys over on YouTube, I see, have been talking about it, and in the Discord we've been talking about it, I'm like, man, I'm going to just put some in and we'll see. If I lose my money, same thing I kind of think for XRP and XLM, whatever. If I lose my money, I lose it. But the huge potential is what I kind of sometimes want to get in for, man. I just sometimes get very excited. But once more, it's not financial advice. It can't go wrong like anything else. And I just put a little bit in for fun. Let's just see it grow possibly if they really launch it, which I hope they do. This team sounds nice. Their plan sounds nice. But yeah, you can also get a 5% bonus for using my link, by the way. I get the other 5%, I do believe. I haven't really checked it, though, but I do think I get it. And there's also a 23% bonus right now, which goes down every couple of days. And there's other bonuses for buying huge amounts, but hey, check out whatever you do. There's quite a lot of people in the Discord, though, who got into it. But again, come talk around if you have any questions or if you can convince me to, kind of stay away from it. Because as of this point, I've seen so many things which are a little bit sketchy. I've asked them, and they say, oh, this, that's that. I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds really, really, really reasonable. That sounds really logical. And yeah, that's the reason I kind of sticked around, because there's so many people hating on it, where I was like, if all these guys are hating, there must be something in the core of it, right? Because I just kept asking them questions, kind of the same way I do for XRP. And they just keep replying with kind of usual and just really logical answers. So I'm quite convinced that this might be something big, so I put some money in. All right, with the respect to clarity of the classification for us, Dixon said there's a lot of fear about the classification issue, adding that it is necessary to create stability around this key topic in order to keep innovation within the United States. In this regard, the representative for the state of Ohio, Warren Davidson, referred to the effort that the Republican and Democratic parties have made together to provide legislative clarity. to encourage innovation with cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology in the United States. Davidson also praised the Stellar Development Foundation, quote, "You definitely have clearly a different organization structure, and I think it bypassed all that. So it's really exciting, and it highlights the ability to do things with blockchain and payments and the speed. I love that you highlighted how much more efficient this is than our current architecture," which, again, you can kind of say the same thing about XRP for. In addition to the above, the Stellar Development Foundation made a major decision in 2019 when it burned down 55 billion XLM, getting rid of its escrow. Despite this, as Dixon said, there's been a lot of fear about future decisions the SEC will make and whether it will propose to go against other organizations or blockchain companies. So now, in hindsight, we're like, whoa, this Stellar Foundation decision to burn so much XLM was actually a very smart idea. Back then I was like, well, they should also delete more of the team's money because Jed McCaleb and the rest of the team actually still got a ton of freaking XLM, which I did not like. But in the end of things, they made a very smart move because that might have actually put them off the SEC radar. Now, Stellar also aids Latin population in the United States. Well, actually, XRP and XLM both do a very good job. Danielle said on Twitter after Stellar tweeted first, SDF has made its fourth enterprise fund investment in Settle Network. Their work on stablecoins in Latin America aligns with our mission to provide access to financial services in historically underserved communities. And Danielle said, I am delighted to see our partnership with the Settle Network continue to flourish with this investment. Settle is well positioned to offer access to stablecoins to everyday people in Latin America and beyond, bringing the value of blockchain to those in need of financial services. So my wonder is, how much does Danielle from the Stellar Development Foundation get paid? And how does this exactly work? Like, they got a partnership going on with an investment. So how is that paid then? Is that also paid with XLM, or does that work completely differently? You know, the reason I'm asking here is because I kind of wonder what exactly is different between XRP and XLM in the sense of security, except for the fact that they might have a different escrow and that they hold a little bit differently. But still, the investment contract part, you can sometimes argue about that one, you know, but let's see what they have to say. Let's see what the SEC says, though. So for right now, I'm not too sure. However, I also kind of feel as if both would just be ruled out to be not a security, so I'm not really too worried, but I guess we'll see, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody.